Ahoy there, me hearty. Looks like you've had a rough day. Don't worry. You are a crew member of the great space pirate Hook. And do you know what that means? That means you get fitted for your own cybernetic implant. Now, me hearty, I know you've had a rough spill, but you earned those scars and missing limbs in defense of the Jolly Roger, the greatest spaceship to ever fly the Seven Nebula. And I always look after me crew. So, what we are going to do is while the medic gets you stable, we're going to talk about what kind of cybernetic implants you would like. Let me get a look at you, my dear. Oh, you are pretty banged up. But you know what? Taking a plasma cannon to the chest will do that. If you hadn't had that armor, there'd be nothing left of you but 4 teeth and an earring. Ha ha! But I'm impressed with you. And you will get nothing but the best. Now, you might ask, do I have to settle for a hook? And I say, no, my lad, not at all. I wear this hook proudly to honor my pirate ancestors. And also, it's got quite a few little tricks up its sleeve. You wouldn't believe what I could do with this baby in a fight. But, first and foremost, I see that you're missing an eye. My question to you is, do you care about form or function? We can outfit you with an eye that will be indistinguishable from that remaining one that you got there. The two will look exactly the same, but it will have only basic functions. You'll be able to see a little bit into the infrared. You'll be able to see a little bit better in the dark, but that is all, me hearty. Or you can go my route, and you can get the full package. Now, as you can see, it makes you extra pretty. But you would not believe what I can see with this sweet little thing. I can look through most walls. I can see radio waves. I can see things before they happen. Oh, yes. That is not an exaggeration. There is a combat chip in here that runs through 1,000 scenarios before ever I throw a punch. It has our aiming reticule that gives me a 99% hit accuracy with my plasma cannon. It does all kinds of things, not to mention it can record information, like if I'm watching someone put in the code to a safe. It records it for me. The little AI inside is quite handy. I call her Smee. What would you like? You would like something a little more cosmetic, and that's quite all right, me dearo. You will love it. Now, you might have a little scar here and there, but I just think it'll make you look more dashing. But we must talk about this arm. As you might have noticed, you aren't going to be clapping anytime soon. So, let's talk about appendages. Now, again, we can fit you with a completely functional arm. You will have normal human strength. You will have the ability to manipulate objects, type on a keyboard, even basic sensory input. Or we can outfit you, me hearty, with something truly adventurous. We can give you an arm that can crack steel, that can move faster than the speed of sound, that can rend right through a space hull. What do you say? You're thinking something more like that. That's to my liking too, me hearty. We'll get you fixed up with something strong. And the great thing about arms, just like me hook, you can switch 'em out later if you want. As long as you keep working for me, my lad, I'll see to it that your software and your hardware stay fully updated. Now, me lad, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but both of your legs have been damaged. Now, the medic has told me that they can repair both of them, and you will walk with your legs with a little augmentation, a few braces on the side, but you will always walk with a limp. Now, what pirate doesn't walk with a limp? It's very dashing, is it not? So, if you choose that, we will do everything you can to restore as much function. However, I do want you to know, if you so choose, we can take off both of those legs, and we can give you the android's legs. Yes, you remember the android? The one who got a little uppity? It's actually where this eye came from. Well, we can take his legs and give them to you. You would be able to run over 100 miles an hour. You would have the force of a kick that would shatter most vehicles. You would be so powerful. Now, we'd have to add a little bit more throughout your frame to reinforce you. Otherwise, you would tear yourself apart. So it's up to you, my lad, what you want to do. You want to go fast? Well, it shall be done, my lad. We will get to work right away. You are going to love these new legs. I've been thinking about getting some myself, but since there hasn't been a reason, but maybe I'll join you someday. Now, finally, there's one final thing I want to ask you about. Your lungs took some damage, my boy. You noticed you're coughing. You noticed you're having a little trouble breathing. We can get you fitted with some cybernetic lungs. Now, what that will do is it will allow you to filter out most toxins, and, very fun, you'll be able to hold your breath for up to an hour. We'll be even able to give you enough reinforcement so that you can survive without very little damage for a few minutes in the cold vacuum of space. Imagine, with those legs of yours with little propulsors, that would give you the ability to pop from one part of the ship to another. You would be able to infiltrate any ship with almost no damage to yourself. What do you say, my lad? Oh, I think you're going to do great. I'll tell the medic your preferences, and I want you to remember, this happened to you serving under Captain Hook. I will see to it that you receive the very best care. But that also means that you will work for me. Are we clear? Good. Now, the medic is going to give you some special sauce that's going to help you sleep. When you wake, you're going to be better than ever. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of cybernetics. Thank you so much for watching Roleplay Riot. If you've enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and care to join my crew, me hearty.